Hey, Bean Beauties, anybody out there? I'm going to try to log in on my iPad. On my iPad. Oh no, Yota's saying goodbye is too hard. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Okay, Yota, what is that about? What is that about? Oh, it says there's two people watching. Who's here? Oh, let me lower my volume. Okay. Chat filter. Chat filter needs to go to all. Hello, Melissa. It might be just you and I, babe. It's Melissa's fault why I'm on right now. I didn't want to do it. Didn't want to do it. It says for watching. Hello, 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 my Bean Beauty. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I owe y'all a live because I got sick and I didn't make it. Jennifer Asheville, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. So I can't see the bottom half of me, but yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I need to zoom in. I need to zoom in. Can y'all see me okay? You want me to zoom in? I've got this whole bag of charms, y'all, that I need to open. Let me zoom a little bit. How's that? Is that better? Okay. At least maybe you can't see my fat down here. Oh my goodness. Yay, we have 8 watching. Who else is here? We have Melissa from Simply Lady M. She's going to be our moderator today. Oh, gosh. My makeup. Don't look at me today. Today's a bad day. Much better? Okay, good. All right, good, Jennifer. All right, that sounds good. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. For you early birds who are here and everybody else who comes, then we'll just catch them up as we go along. My eyebrow, this eyebrow is driving me crazy. It looks weird on there. I'm tired. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Your paycheck's in the mail, okay? Your paycheck's in the mail. So I was supposed to do last Thursday, the 25th. Was that last week? I don't even know. Was that last week? Or was that 2 weeks ago? No, it was last Thursday. I was supposed to go live in the evening time. However, live stuff happened and mood happened and life stuff happened, and so I just couldn't do it. I didn't feel well, and I couldn't do it. And then I was supposed to put up my big video for my fashion file unboxing, and I didn't get that done either. So I'm just behind the 8 ball. I did those of you who got donut charms, I'm going to go through the names. So if you're on the replay, if I don't call your name or if I don't have your address, please send me an email. My email is in the description box. But here I have Amelia from Dimitri, I think is your name. Amelia, she's been on my comment box a lot. I have your charm here, Amelia. Not verify with me if I have your address. Kim from La Vida with Kim, I have yours and I know I have your address. Simply Lady M, Melissa, I have yours and I have your address. Caleb Snell, I have yours and I know I have your address. Betty Boop, she's a new one to our channel, y'all. Betty Boop, I have yours. And Betty Boop, I think that you were talking to me about your sister too. I know I have one extra one. I believe I should have. Yes, I have one extra one. So there's one for you and your sister. I believe you're the one who told me. Jennifer, I'm trying to, you know, it's off and on, but I'll tell you why in a second. Tony Diamond, I have your charm. I have not gotten your email. Instagram me, love. They're gonna go out in May after Mother's Day. Sarah B, I have yours and I did get your email. Sarah B has a channel. She has a makeup channel, y'all. She's new. She's a new friend and a new content creator I found, and she is on, well, I think Sarah B is her channel name, right? Um let me go check real quick. Sarah B, if you're in here, she has mom duty, so she may not be in here. I'll try to list her down below, but let me double check. Sarah B. It's like revamp and something, but I'll try to let y'all know. So I did get your email, love. Um, I have the live winner, and what is it from the last live I was on? And I didn't get an email from you, and I need to go find your name. I have it in my phone somewhere. Laurie Smiling Cats Couture. She has a channel, and I've got you, and I got your email. So I need Amelia, Tony, and the live winner, which, oh, I wish I don't remember her name. And then I have two extra that I don't think that I've missed. So if I missed your name or anything, if I promised you a charm and I sent you a comment, and I didn't say your name, please let me know. Okay, please let me know. So let me go in here and see if I do charm, if I can find it in my, yes, okay. Um, let's see. Yeah, Sarah's is Revamp and Radiate. REVAMP and Radiate is the name of her channel. Um, let's see. I don't have, I swear that I got, I shouldn't swear, right? I shouldn't swear. I had this all organized, and yeah, yeah, but not working. Okay, so I'll have to get with that later, and maybe what I'll do is in the comment box, I will do that in the comment box. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Already getting spammed or trolled. All right, so let me tell y'all about what's been going on in my life first. We'll talk about that and what it's kind of been happening and affecting affecting me. I am doing a huge, I'm talking about huge, um, what's it called? Decluttering, life decluttering, house decluttering. Those of you who are in my membership, thank you very much, Cool Beans. Thank you for being in my membership. If you'd like to be part of my membership, it is in the link is in the description box. And if you're on a computer, you can access it through a website, a web browser. You can't get it to, unfortunately, on an Apple device. So, yay, YouTube. Yay, Google. But I have been going at it, what, Melissa, for probably about a month, maybe. I started it in April, I think. Craziness. It just happened is when I was able to secure, it's my hometown BFM and BFF and her friend that is helping me. I'm paying them. I'm paying them. I'm paying my BFF, hometown BFF, though, in bag charms and purses, and then cash too. They have a business, and they do their business is uh estate sales, so they're used to going through and decluttering and knowing what's sellable, knowing what's not, knowing how to get through stuff fast. They can get through things really fast. The problem is me. So we have done it. Hey, Kim, welcome in, Kim. The problem is me, is that I just can't, I don't have the energy, and I run out of energy. We have been doing twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays because that's what works out for them, and that's what's kind of have been working out. And I, after the first 2 weeks, recovery time for me, I started hitting my wall, and then the weather started kicking in. It's been raining off and on like crazy since mid-March, and Nightbot Nightbot says system permanent ban will occur in the live videos does not end in 1 minute. What? Oh, thank you, Melissa. I was like, what? I didn't do nothing wrong. So I've been doing that. We have already I I have already gotten rid of it was three big truckloads, like regular, like a regular size truck, kind of truck bed loads, three truck bed loads of stuff that went to the dump, went to the dump, and then there is like I got a storage unit that's in my driveway, and pretty much half of that is in the donate slash sale column. I think what we're gonna do is have a yard sale first and just sell odds and ends, and then whatever's left over we'll box it up, and then they'll come to pick it up and donate it, and the rest of it will go to donate. And so that's what's going on there. So that's taking like all of my energy. So we took off for a couple of weeks because we had Easter, and then they had a job that went through the week. So during the week, and so we took off for 2 weeks, and we came back this week. Yeah, this week. And it was hard. I was supposed to do 2 weeks this week, Tuesday and Thursday, but I went ahead and canceled yesterday's, because after Tuesday and Tuesdays we did an easy one. We did some stuff like in here. I had all of my souvenirs from our travel and stuff behind the shelves in here. I have the closet, and in there had like has a lot of my planner stuff, and it has my all of our or a lot of, not all of, a lot of our souvenirs from our travels, because that's what this room was. Or this room was our game room slash housed all of our souvenirs and stuff. So we took all that, and we were able to clean out the little storage area by our laundry room, and we moved it back there. And so there's a little bit more breathing room in here, not much. A little bit more breathing room. But even after Tuesday, we were pretty much in the house all day Tuesday, and I sit down, I sort through the stuff. I just say I sort through it, and I say keep, sell, trash, whatever, cry, cry, because this is also emotional, cry. And then they put it in boxes. They I have like a little sorting bin that's in front of me of boxes and stuff, and then they take them from those boxes and put them where our permanent stuff is at, or temporary permanent stuff is at, and then they box stuff up, tape it, um, do all of that kind of stuff that I can't do. So they have been a huge help. It's just that I can't recover fast enough anymore. I just can't. So that cut into my live stuff. So that's why I haven't been coming live, y'all, and I'm so sorry. But that's my life stuff as far as that's concerned. Then the next thing that life happened in between all of this is I tried to do March Madness, and I was dumb. I can't do March Madness. If I say y'all next year, let's do March Madness, y'all please comment, send me DMs. Don't do it, because I put myself under in March Madness. So one day I did two lives in one day, because I thought, hey, I'm all high, you're all high in the unboxing and everything, but it took me forever, because the first live, I think it was like 10 boxes and like 22 bags or something that I unboxed, or 22 items. And then the second live was like 12 boxes and about 13 or 14 bags. I unboxed in one day. So what happened is, normally what I do is when I do a massive unboxing is I will unbox the items, put them up on the shelves, make room for them, usually they'll go in wherever the boxes were at, and I'll just, straighten up. Well, um, I had life stuff happen. I don't know. We had those two things, and we had then I think because also too in March our grandkids go on spring break, That's what happened. Our grandkids go on spring break, and I asked for them this time. They didn't, I asked if they were going to come. I wanted to see them and everything. And so they were going to come. So completely forgot I had asked, did the two unboxings, didn't have the energy to put them up. I said, I'll do it next week. I'm like, hello, next week is spring break. And they came over. So I only had them 1 or 2 days, but they're not any trouble at all. It's just, I suck. Energy just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So that had put me behind. And this place, I can't even walk. Literally, y'all, I have just a path from here to the door and come back. And I cannot live this. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy because I haven't put things on the shelf, and it's just, yeah, it's just not good. I told Melissa, Simply Lady M, she needs to fly down here from her neck of the woods and come help me fix my bags. But I haven't seen no airplane ticket yet. So that was the other thing. So I had that going on in March, going into April, and then April was the big declutter. And then and then we had like a windstorm. I think 3 days straight we had windstorm warnings, windstorm warnings. And well, come on, girl, get that ticket and come on. And um so we had windstorm, and my diabetes medicine was getting delivered that day. And I was sitting in our family room, TV room, and I could hear, like, you could just hear this tunnel, all this, you know really loud. And I was looking in the back, and you could hear things, kind of crashing. And we have these um sails that cover for our what's it called, for shade, our shade covers, and they were like flying up and down and everything. And I was like, what's going on? Uh, and it was just really loud. Well, then the doorbell rang, and I went out there, and the guy who normally delivers my medicine, he was there. And I said, man, it's calm out here. You should hear it. Sounds like a little tornado in the backyard. It's going crazy. And he goes, come here, look. And I looked out, and our tree, it's been here since we moved in, and it's this big, tall, like, pine tree, I guess is what it was. And it's above our house. And it was still winter time at that time. So things were still dormant. Our trees were still dormant. However, it looked like it was dead. So it was in line for the arborist guy to come and check it out or whatever. But it fell, roots and all, like it got picked up from the roots, and just fell like 3 feet into the street all across our front yard. It was crazy. I sent pictures, posted pictures to my members only post, and they got to see the pictures. And I think I went live. Did I go live, y'all? I went live for them and showed them that day. I was like kind of freaking out, but no animals were hurt. Not a squirrel, not a not a not a dog, not a cat, not a person, nothing. And but it wasn't dead. When the guy came, he says, this tree's not dead. It's still just dormant from the winter, because he says, look at these roots. These roots are live, and so he had to spend time trying to get the roots done. But it's like whatever that tunnel that was going on, it just picked it up and knocked it down. Yep, you went live. Yeah, I know, Jennifer. Wow. I mean, and apparently it had just happened right before it came. So it luckily didn't hit any cars or anything, because there weren't any cars out there. But he said, the delivery guy said it was already on the ground when he drove up. However, the lady across the street had come out, and she goes, is that what that noise was? So she heard the tree hit the ground. Boom. So does a tree make noise in the woods when nobody's listening? Yeah, apparently it does, because the neighbor heard the big boom, the big bump from her house. And she came out, and the other neighbor came out, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was just, so I had to tie a ribbon around the old oak tree, tie a ribbon around the tree, because it was 3 feet into the driveway. And so it was right around school bus time. So I didn't want them to crash, I didn't want them to come down and see it. So I tied a bunch of ribbon around it and put some stuff so that, they wouldn't get there. and they wouldn't see it. I mean, they would see it and wouldn't get hurt. And then call them right away to come out in an emergency, of course, in an emergency, of course. So Lord knows how much that is. Well, then probably thinking that's all that was done. We had a few things that were broke in the backyard. We had a few things break in the backyard, and then my husband says, "Hey, we don't have a roof in the back of the house." So there's like a big old chunk, like 5 feet wide, I guess, or so, of shingles missing. I'm like, shingles, ching down shingles. I'm like, oh my god. So I called and the insurance to try to get that done. Well, of course, we have a $3,500 deductible. I'm thinking, well, I'm sure we're going to have a whole new roof because things are picked up all around the house, all around the roof. And when the guy came out, he said, "Oh, it's going to rain." And I said, "No." My husband didn't tell me because usually he tells me or I get the weather report sent to me. Usually my bones know, but sometimes that can be within an hour, sometimes it can be within 2 days. And he said, "We are looking at it coming in." He said, because they do the radar. And he said, "I was just two or three blocks down." He goes, "And this has happened. They've lost trees 2 or 3 blocks away from us, the same." And apparently it was all along the road, like where our house is at, all along straight across that, like there's a straight line, he said. So whatever the funnel or whatever came in just hit all the houses on like all in that row. And he said nothing happened to the right side or the left side. It was just like that roll. So it was really he goes, "It's really kind of cute." Hey, Kentucky Camellia, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just talking about all the stuff in life has been happening. It's crazy. So the guy came in, he says, "We have to do an emergency um uh tarp or whatever." So that's $400 out of my pocket. I'm like, "Okay, sure, no problem." And so we had to pay that. He had to do that, and then he went up on the roof. He called his guy to come over to do that, and then he went up on the roof. And then when he comes down, he proceeds to tell me, "Well, we're just going to need a partial. You'll just need spot checking. You're not going to need a whole new roof or whatever." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Because if we don't have a whole new roof, that means everything is coming out of our pocket. And he says, "No." So I talked to the insurance guy and he says, "I haven't gotten the report yet." And he goes, "Well, you can get two other bids and see what the other two roofers say. And we'll kind of go off of that." But he hasn't turned his report in, and it's been what, a month and a half now or whatever. But they have so many houses and stuff going on because it affected a lot of places. So we're in the line to get that done. Okay, am I back? Am I back? Am I gone? This is my YouTube phone. Nobody has that phone number on it. It's a spam call, I'm sure. So, Lonnie. Oh, thank you, Lonnie. So smoke that button for Dee Dee Queen. Thank you so much. Mute. All right, I'm back. Am I back? Let's see. Let me see where I'm at on the. Okay, I think y'all are kind of behind me. It looks like, but so now I lost my train of thought. Um, Oh, so yeah, so we're waiting for the report, and so I don't know. He said I'm back, yay! So he said to just try to get some more quotes, and we'll kind of go for that. So that's what I'm doing. So that's $3,500 minimum that we will have to take care of, or maximum that we'll have to take care of if we don't if we don't if we can't get the whole roof taken care of. So I'm like, so I'm going, "Okay, bye bye, bag money." So, like I have told y'all before, I have a fun money and my husband have a fun money. And this is why we have fun money. Because when we have incidences like this, we're not tempted to say, hey, fork that over, we save our money and take care of that kind of stuff for that so that it doesn't go to life happenings or whatever. Because then you don't have any joy because then everything goes to, not fun stuff, goes to adulting stuff. However, Dee Dee Bean um has felt some bag creep, y'all. And that's what I want to talk about is a bag creep. We were going to do a live with Tres Amigas, and then Adeline had some family emergencies that came up. And so do y'all know what bag creep is? I've come to find out that some people don't know I didn't know what bag creep was either. So let me know down in the description box, in the comment box, if y'all know what bag creep is. Lonnie, do you know what bag creep is? But bag creep, from what I understand, and I have and I have felt, is we all have our base number that we're comfortable in. Okay. So in spending on a handbag, spending, and it can be any kind of creep, house creep, uh uh phone creep, any kind of creep really. Okay. I have no idea what bag creep is, Kentucky Camellia. Okay, so what it is that you're familiar with. You have a safe place where you're like, okay, if you see that number on a bag, then you're like, okay, I can pay. That's a good price. I'm comfortable paying that, and that's not a lot. So my comfort number, believe it or not, when I started buying handbags was about 110, maybe 120 if it was like a bag I just had to have. And that was my comfort space. I could pay that in like one or two payments, or if I did a payment plan, and like if I settled it or after paid it or whatever, four payments was real easy. It was $25, not a problem. It was real easy and real comfortable. And you didn't feel guilt. You didn't feel like you were stretching your income. You didn't feel like it was something that you were uncomfortable paying up for, spending up for. That's your comfort sweet spot. Okay. So I stayed there. After coming back from not buying handbags for over 10 plus years. Winnie B, lifestyle creep is real. Exactly, Winnie B, lifestyle creep. That's why you thought it was okay to buy a P9, but no, it's really not okay. I know, but Winnie B, you did sell a lot of stuff, which is good. Which is good because you sold your current stuff to get new stuff. That's why I thought I can type all. That's okay. I understand what you're saying. I was talking with my husband about bag creep, and I was talking to him about it. So I was telling him about Caleb. I was talking about Caleb Snell. If y'all are not familiar with Caleb Snell, he's a great channel. Winnie B also has a great channel. Simply Lady M has a great channel. La Vida with Kim has a great channel. Let's see who else in here that has a channel. Okay, so but Caleb probably in 2024, I guess, he was trying to get Hermes, and he wasn't doing the Hermes journey. He just wanted an Hermes bag, but he was going to buy a pre-love. But in order to do that, he had to let go of some of his collection, just like Winnie wanted to get this P9, but meant she had to let go of some of her collection. So he sold off a bunch of his stuff. And so I was telling my husband about it, about, that he was doing that. He did that before, and now he's kind of doing it again because he's trying to save up for another bag. And my husband was like, well, I respect that. And I was like, oh. He goes, I respect him for doing that because, he's gotten to the point, he's used these bags. And he says, I think that's a good thing because now he wants to get something better. So he's moving things on, which is one of the problems I have, y'all. I have emotional attachment to everything, everything. And yeah, I sold a ton. Exactly. So In my head, I have things that where I'm like, okay, I can probably let that go. I can do this, whatever. But I haven't been able to get there emotionally or physically. And that's the problem is if I'm there emotionally, then physically I can't get there. Or if I'm there physically, I'm not there emotionally. And all of that has to be in line. It's like, horrible. So my first feeling of bag creep, and the first time I felt it was, and at one time I had the bag right here, and I don't know where it's at. It was a Marc Jacobs J Mark pink bag that Yoda made me do it. Yoda style made me do it. She showed the beautiful, most beautiful pink quilted, and that's when my quilted rabbit hole started. And I had to have it. I kept watching it, and that sucker never went down. It got sold out on the website. Then it was it was still on Nordstrom, never went on sale, never went on sale. Neiman Marcus never went on sale. And it kept ticking down like how many they have left. You know how they put on there, only five left, only three left. And you start panicking. So I bought that sucker, and that sucker was $450, right? I think it was 450. I about my pants. But I was like, I had my fun money. I made it on, paid it on my, it was Nordstrom because I paid it on my Nordstrom card. They were dumb and they gave me a credit card. And so I bought that, paid it off. It's been paid off since, and everything. And but that was the first time. Well, now y'all, little by little, you get there and you're like going, oh, well, it's only this much. And then I met you start watching different channels. Winnie B buys some stuff. Blame her. Hey, Morella, welcome in. Welcome in. And so things went up. Then when my husband for my 1,000 subscriber goal, he gifted me the Chanel, which was $1,000, y'all. It was little $1,100. Y'all remember that cherry Coach bag I returned? Neiman Marcus claims they don't have it, even though I showed tracking. I disputed with my bank, but I'm not hopeful. Oh no, Winnie, that's horrible. I am so sorry. That's horrible. Oh, I hate that. I know I stalk it and I stalk it when I'm returning stuff, and I'm always like, give me the receipts. I want the receipts. um Gwenny says I get influence. Yeah, you get influence and you look at the bags and then you're stalking the websites and then I'm watching Jackie from Jack's Bag Attack. So luckily I have been staying in the pre-love realm. So most of my stuff has all been pre-love. So even like the Chanel, I mean, I never thought of it. I got it on It's Hadrian, that wasn't like out of my budget or household budget. That was a whole separate thing that, my husband, money that he saved. It wasn't out of his fund money. It was a different savings that he has there. So it should be in it should be NM problem their address. Neiman Marcus problems? I hope so. I hope so. So then you're like, so you get that into your collection. So now I'm 450. Probably bought a couple of things here and there, the Marc Jacobs tote bags, 350, and then you're like, oh, it's only 350. Oh, it's only $1,000. How quick things go up. Jackie says she's lurking, that it's not her fault. It's not her fault. I'm blaming you, Jackie. Jackie and I have so many bags in common. It's like she'll get a bag. I said, I just got that bag. Or I'll open a bag and she'll say, I got that bag. We have our collections probably mirror each other. So then, um, yeah, we went to. I met the other two, Delene from Yoshia Lux, and Laura the Camuchica from my Tres Amigas, that are here in my hometown. And yeah, those ladies are Lux. And I'm like going, I can't keep up with the Joneses. I don't want to keep up with them. But they introduce you to different brands, and then you feel the leather and the differences between things. Even like the old Louis Vuitton canvas. You feel how things are different, and I do have some Louis Vuittons, but they were all like 250 Ranger stuff that I bought, at the time that I bought, that were, they were pre-loved and vintage, and kind of beaters. Jackie says, a box is at your house. There's always a box at Jackie's house. Um, so then, yeah. So I went to Fashion File, tried on a lot with them. When you're at home and you're looking on the internet, is what I found in my experience. And you're looking on the internet, and you're looking at stuff. And even though you watch other people, you don't have that tactile experience. So for me, that keeps you at bay for a lot of stuff. Then we went to Fashion File, and there was so many things there. They took me there. They said, you got to experience it. I'm like, okay, sure. Should never have done that. Went in there and found some things, and so I bought a bag, and then I got another bag that was like from somewhere else. So I have finally my video coming out on Sunday or Monday. I forgot what day I put it on there. So y'all got to watch that. And I have one. So if you watch my Fashion File, you might know what it is. If you watch my vlogs, here's a box, here's a box. But does Dee Dee Bean just, you know, stick to one thing? No. She goes crazy when she likes something. So I got it a friend. It needed a friend. It needed a friend. Yeah. So, and when I got the second one, and if you've been watching me along, if you've been watching me and my journey and my craziness and everything, all of this will kind of come to a head, and you'll say, "Oh, okay, well, all of that, all of that makes sense." And but I when the second one came up for grabs, I was like, "Well, it's half that price." But hey, I'm saying, but yeah, it's still way over that 120 mark. That 120 mark. So, uh, then y'all, did she stop there? No. She sees another bag at Fashion File, puts her hands on another bag at Fashion File, and she says, "Oh, well, it's only," which is more than what these are. And I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to pay that sucker off. That one is still in Fashion File jail. I've got I've got like $300 left to pay on that sucker to get it out of jail. Never go to Fashion File again. I know. I can't. I'm having them mail it to me. I changed my thing. I said I can't go pick it up. And so I'm kind of like in panic mode right now, because it is due on the 9th. And so what I did do, though, because you know we have budgets for other things, but then you run out of money. So I'm like, okay, I'll use some of my post money to pay for the roof guy, So that's $400, and that's about what I'm short. And I'm like, okay, but which we try not to do that. And my husband wasn't happy about that. And I said, that's okay. I'll just deal with it later. I said, the household will pay me back later. They'll pay me back later, because so then I know if I get down to it by the 10th, if I don't have the money in myself, in my account, then I know that I can take it out of the house fund and do that. I'm trying not to, because I want it to be what I put into the house fund, just to stay there. But if not, I know I can take it out. I always try and return in person to not have to deal with stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. So that's what bag creep is. That's what life creep is. So that's like, okay, like we also felt a life creep with cars, because we only have um pre-owned cars. We haven't bought a brand new car in like ever, like really ever, uh, because we didn't want to have a car payment. We didn't have, so we hadn't had a car payment in about 5 years or so. And but we what you would pay in the car payment, we would probably put about half away for maintenance stuff, because when you have an older car, you have to be prepared not only for the oil change, not only for you know the filter change, brakes done or whatever. You have to have big breakdowns or whatever when you drive an older car. So we have that slush fund for that. And but it got to the point where both of our cars broke down at the same time in 2023 to 2024, and Jackie was going through the same thing at the same time. And so yeah, so everything, then it needed tires, and it's just one thing after another. And with my car, it was okay because I really didn't drive that much, so I just told the mechanic, just leave it there. And he couldn't find the problem. I said, just work on it easy. So he had it at his shop for a year because he couldn't figure out, even though I told him what it was, he couldn't figure out what it was, because he says, it can't be that, but it was that. And so we had to break down because my husband's car, I just didn't feel like it was dependable. And the check engine light came on. I said, that's it. We got to get a new car. We were trying to wait one more year, and trying to do it this year, because this year he hits 5 year he turned 55, and then he was in the retirement age to get part of his retirement if needed. If needed, like if anything happens to me, then he could get a little bit of retire without penalty. And that's what we were trying to do. And but we had to do last year, we got a car. It's a luxury car. Well, it's a luxury car to us. It's power. And he calls me a passenger princess. And he goes, I should have never told you that, because like the driver's side always has power, seats and everything. And my side, never. You always have to do it with your hands. And we were looking at three or four similar cars and similar price points. And we got into that car, and I could do it with this, just a push of a button. I could go zoom up, zoom back. The seat went back. I was like, oh my goodness, can we have this car? So we paid up a little bit, like $200 more on a car, but on a car payment, $200 isn't a lot, and it's like $2 more a month or something. So we were able to do that. But now we have a car payment that stinks. We haven't had one in a long time. Miss Dee Dee is a better mechanic than mechanics. Exactly, exactly. Well, it's like I told Lucky, and I was telling you. I said, well, I'm saving this for. I want to tell Lucky something, but yeah, I am the one who takes all of our cars to get them serviced and take them to the mechanic and do all that. And what ended up happening is I told the mechanic, I said, look, I think there's a crack in the block. I think that there's a crack, and I think it's a slight crack, because it doesn't happen all the time, and it only happens when you idle and it gets hot. So I think whenever it gets hot and it idles and it bubbles up, the water bubbles up, and that's when it starts to overheat. They did all these tests. I said, I don't care what test you did. That's what it is. That's what it is. So they did all these tests. We got a new fan for it. We got a new radiator. We got a new, I don't know, we got like so many new things on that car that. And then I finally told him, I said, can you take it to an engine guy, or can you pull it off, the heads off, and see if that's what it is? Well, there's nothing else for you to change. Can you please just do that? So 2 or 3 days later, he calls me and he says, well, Dee Dee, I guess next time I'm going to listen to you. I said, I told you a year ago. That's what it was. That's what it was. I was like, crap. So yeah. So, but so we've had bag creep, car creep, life creep, our house. Oh, okay. But on top of all of that, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so we're doing all of that. My husband turns 55, y'all, and it's retirement age. That's the goal that we've been on this past 5 years. Kim says, I feel like I'm listening to my husband talk about cars. Tell him I'm ready for him. So we we were supposed to go for Mother's Day. My husband said, Mother's Day, let's do our next cruise because we cruised in January. So our second cruise was supposed to be for Mother's Day. And if you're a member of my membership, y'all already know because I already let y'all know. And so I know this will be repeat for y'all, but we decided to forego the cruise because we were so close to paying off our house. We were under like 7,000. We were like six something left and paying off the house. Like our mortgage. It's a 30-year mortgage and we were 5 years under it. And so we ended up taking um what we had been saving and stuff. And I said, okay, if we don't pay on that cruise, we were going to lose. I think we lost $200. I said, we're going to lose $200, but we're going to be mortgage free for, the time being and stuff. And then we can divert that money to paying on some of our other bills so that the sooner we do that, then the sooner we'll be in a better position for whenever you do finally retire. So we went ahead and did that, canceled my cruise, our cruise. And so we're not going on a cruise. We don't have a cruise scheduled for this year. Believe it or not, it's only one cruise. And we paid off our house. So woohoo, we paid off our mortgage. We're mortgage free. Woohoo, woohoo. We finally got the paperwork or the notification. I don't know if we're gonna get like actual paperwork or not from the city or not. But but we got the stuff from the insurance company. We got the stuff from the city saying that now we have to pay our own taxes and stuff instead of it mixed up in our mortgage and everything. So we're mortgage free. So that helps, but that money is being diverted into other right now that money is what's helping pay for the the helping of the decluttering. That's how the money to pay them for decluttering. So thank you, y'all. Everybody's saying congratulations. Thank you, Kim. She says congratulations. Jennifer says congratulations. I cannot tell you what a relief. And also too, like my husband was super proud because, I've always been the one who manages the money. And when we were first and in the early parts of our marriage, he was still going to college. I had forego the college route, and I went to work in a regular job. So I was making more money at that time than he was, and he was still going to school, college, and so but we all we I just all have always done the bills. He's never done the bills. He goes, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Just make sure I have enough money for gas, food, and if I want to go to the movies or whatever, if we want to do something. I'm like, okay. So I've always had that stressor on me, but throughout the years, I signed us up for different programs. If you paid your mortgage every 2 weeks versus once a month. At the end of the year, I think you have at least one, maybe two, but at least one extra payment. So we did that for years. Took us off of that at one time when things were really tough, and then put us back on. So we did that. Then when we would have any kind of extra money, I would just put, no lie, I would put $25, $5, and I would pay it towards the principal. I didn't care. Whatever I had left, it's like, okay, well, this month I have an extra $30. I paid it to the principal, because if you pay it to the principal, it goes down. And so goes towards more money of your payment goes towards the payment versus the interest, because it kept going down. So at first, of course, you don't notice anything in the first couple of years that you're doing that, but now it's like, whoa, it's like really it started to come down like really quickly, like because more money from our payment was going towards the principal. So he was really happy because he was telling everybody, he told our kids and told our friend, she had it paid off 5 years early because, we got a 30-year note and 30-year mortgage. And he says, 5 years early. I'm like, yay. So I was really proud of that, of being able to manage that and everything. So, so we did that. So I'm excited about that. But also too, we took a little bit of liberties. and gave him a little bit of splurge money, and I took a little bit of splurge money, and yeah, bad creep, here we come. Bad creep, here we come. Uh, so that's what all that was about. So that's what has been going on life wise there, life wise there. Um, so gosh, all of that has taken all this time. I'm sorry, y'all, but if y'all are still here hanging out with me, still have time. The hubs said he's taking a nap. He's working from home today, and he says, I'm tired. I've been up since 2 this morning. I'm going to bed. So I'm like, okay, I'm not sleepy yet. So so yeah, so that's what's going on all of that. So then when I hit my 2 years, which was April the 25th, which was on that Thursday, I was just so tired, overwhelmed. My brother's car had broke down. Well, it didn't break down. He had the mobile mechanic came over, and the dogs were going crazy. So I was up that day from like 7:30 in the morning. And so by the time 7 o'clock came around at night, I didn't have the energy. I just did not have the energy. And that's been kind of tough. Turning this year on my birthday, it's been rough. It's like I'm feeling my age. I'm feeling my age this year. I'm feeling my age. But that's yeah. So I don't know if I'll have a video going up today or not. I know I loaded it and I did all that stuff, but I don't know if it goes up, it's not going to go up until like 6 o'clock or something like that. And if not, then you'll find my double LV unboxing on Sunday. On Sunday, but I have all this. So are y'all up for some charm unboxing? Because I was like, I ain't doing a video. I'm not doing a video. I had bought all of these charms, y'all. I went a little crazy before all the craziness happened, and I ordered a crap ton of charms from Shein before all this happenings was going to start, because Melissa had me panicking. So, but when I was doing my charm collab with Winnie, these never came in because they took forever. So I was waiting on them. But so some of these, all of these except for this one, y'all. I got this one from Amazon. Congratulations on 2 years on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, everybody. I want to make sure and say that. Thank you, everybody who has subscribed to me, who has watched me, who has given me a thumbs up. Because without all of that, I wouldn't still have hung in here. I wouldn't have had, I'm at 1,300 subscribers, y'all. I'm like, what? What? I mean, my goal was five people who were not family members. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how many charms, Kim. We'll be here for 2 hours. We'll be here for 2 hours. Yes, I'm tariff panic buyer. I got lots of toilet paper. Yeah, we're not saying that word. I shouldn't have read it because I don't want to get flagged. So I bought this, y'all. I had bought this from Amazon. When I bought y'all the donut charms to give to y'all, for those of y'all who participated, I bought me this. And I had no idea, y'all, that LV was coming out with a donut charm. So they have a donut charm that's like what, $700 or something. I got this one for like $12 on Amazon. So I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with this one. Isn't she cute? She's cute. So that's my donut charm. Okay, so Amelia, Tony Diamond, and the last live winner, whoever won, answer the question correctly. If you're in here, please remind me who you are, and I need y'all's addresses because after Mother's Day, I'm sending out all the little charms. So we're just gonna dig in here. If y'all want to hang out, hang out. If not, that's okay. So, and I'll talk to y'all too. We'll talk. I probably should have been opening and talking at the same time, but can she do that? No. So this one right here is when I go on the weekends, y'all. Can y'all tell when I go to my grandson and granddaughter's baseball games? I just couldn't. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. I just love it. So you have it. Oh, I guess it goes like this. Yeah, sorry. So that's like the new trend to have these. My kids used to make these. My daughter used to make these and Girl Scouts, you know. I mean, we used to pay for the whole kit like $12, and now people want to sell these for like $25. I'm old, y'all. I'm old. But yeah, I hit bag charm creep too, y'all. Did y'all see my video? Did y'all see my video when I got this from Candy Sweet Love for LV? And I said, it was only 200 and something dollars. I'm like, I say that now and I'm like, you're crazy, Dee Dee. You're crazy. So cute, so cute. So there's this one. And okay. So then Brian, I've done a video before about my friend Brian Simpson. He's friends with a lot of us, and he bought a chocolate bar from LV. That's sucker $750. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So how does this one go? So I bought this one because look, it has my ginger girl. If you're not familiar, I had a dash hound, a weenie dog. Her name was Ginger, and she's in my early videos. Like I've shown pictures of her, but she passed away in last March, and so I got this in memory of her. She's a little squishy, but I think she'll come together. And then here's a chocolate. Okay, it's not LV. It's not very fancy, but yeah, I'm not paying $750 $50. Now, if I didn't have to pay for that roof and stuff, yeah, I might. But no, you know which chocolate charm I want? I am obsessing over Nancy Carnes. So Nancy Carnes, if you watch this, you have me hunting that charm. But I had to stop because I was like, well, what if I find it? I don't have the money to buy it right now. So it has two of these things, this and this. So yeah. So there was that one. I saw that LV charm video. Yes, yay. I know. I was like, what is my problem? But if you understand, let me know. Oh, you know what, y'all? I have this box here. Kim, see, I use your box. Oh, I'm gonna put the charms in there or try to so that they don't get lost. I'll put this on this side. So here is the next one. This one's so cute. Octopus. I got this one because it reminds me of my father-in-law. He's passed away now. He passed away from cancer over 10 years ago. But we used to go eat at the Chinese buffets and stuff, and they would have the little octopus. And I always say, I'll try something, once, at least once. And it used to gross him out because they look like this, the little baby ones, and I used to eat them. And they were pretty good, depending on what season he put on there. And he was like, I made him taste one when I call him a chicken, and he was like, I'm no chicken, I'm a Marine, I'm a Marine. And he goes, ooh, that's cute. Hey, Jeanette, welcome in. Jeanette, welcome in. So there is that one. And Shein had so many cute ones. They were so much cheaper than on Amazon as well too. So there's this one. She's cute. So this one's got the leather, so you can. I don't know if it's long enough, but there we go. So it's got the leather there. Well, she's pleather, and I'm okay. I'm okay with these kinds of things. Being pleather. I'm okay with that. Don't expect them to last forever. But yeah, but it's got a good hook charm. But she's a pink little weenie dog, and the pink rope, white rope, and then I got. Y'all are really behind on y'all are really behind. So this one is so cute too. There's this charm. It's a little chocolate and this little chocolate heart. I might make a chain like I did with the cherries out of this one. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure, but that one's so cute. I'm gonna put that one back in the bag though. I don't want it to get lost. Um, let's see what's next. Y'all, we're gonna be here forever. We're gonna how many are left? I'll be here and then y'all are have to watch the replay. Oh my gosh! Here's an elephant, y'all. Here's an elephant. My dad. I was chunky. I mean, I've always been chunky my entire life, but he used to call me Chiquita baby elephant. And he used to collect elephants for me. I still have my what is that called when you put you save your money in a piggy bank, but mine was elephant bank. And so this is I thought it was cute. I guess my dad was on my mind. So I bought something from our dog, remind me of my doggy, saw something remind me of my father-in-law, something that reminded me of my dad. I'm not even look, there's still all of these. I might have to do a video. Oh, so there's this charm. Oh, and then at the same, she bought two. Why? I don't know. Because she's crazy. Because she's crazy. Oh, here's another baseball one. Now this one's fancy, y'all. Okay, so this one has tassels and stuff, and then I don't know how this one's supposed to go. I guess this is what you hang it from. Yeah, I guess this is what you hang it from on your bag. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't know. Help me, help me. Well, I probably can put a hook on here. I don't know how you're supposed to hang. Oh, you're supposed to hang it from this little thingy. So this one has a ropey thingy, two tassels because one's not enough. Baseball glove, bat. I'm like, I love it. Oh, and a pretzel, y'all. The pretzel. The pretzel. Love it. Love it. My nickname is Jaybird, and I used to be called Bird or Jay. That is so cute. I like that, Jeanette. Your nickname is cute. Oh, I guess I should explain it right, Kim. Chiquita means little, right, Kim? Right, little. So Chiquita is little, um, and it's used was be like too, like he would use it in the sense of baby, because Chiquita baby elephant. Yeah. So then here are some I don't know dicey things from the games and what have you. No reason other than they were probably like 50 cents, and I said, okay, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. So I'm trying to think what else has been going on. Okay. Oh, apparently I bought a shirt too, y'all. Did I buy a shirt for me or for the hubs? Well, let's see. Surprise! I didn't remember that I brought clothing. I bought a T-shirt. Um, y'all. Okay, can y'all see it? It says. Let me read it to y'all. It says, Gen X raised on water hose and neglect. That's me. That's us. I'm told you all the time. Hey, I don't care. I drank from a hose. I drank from a water hose. So I saw that. I saw that, y'all. If you're a Gen Xer, let me know if you understand this. Let me know if you understand that. Oh, I'm definitely gonna wear that one. What size did I buy? I don't know what size. What size I chose. Oh, I chose 4X this time. because this shirt's a 5X, but you see how it's falling down. It's giving that sexy look. It's giving that sexy look that, yeah, not intending it to be sexy. Oh, uh, yeah, I gave up my Coach Quart, um, this one backpack. I have one in the Coach monogram that is the very first charm that I bought. Uh, and I gave that because my hometown BFF had been eyeing it since day one. And so that's what I gave her for payment last time. She wanted it. I'm like, okay. And she goes, only if you want to. I'm like, I'll pay you in that. This is a cloud. And it cute, it's a cloud because it's been raining so much. So this one's actually really cute because I think this is the one. Yeah. So for those of y'all who don't want to mark up your bags, you can get something like this that you open up and you feed that through your loops, either the handle, the leather part of the handle, or your help me out, y'all, or your the hooks on the bags, and then you just put that around there and you have something soft against it. You don't have to worry about scratching it up. Since I pretty much keep all my bags, I'm like, I don't care. But I thought that was cute. And they had just had so many things. So some of these little things that I got, I might make it into a chain, like like I did with the cherries. I might make it into a chain. Here's another small one. What is this? Oh, because I couldn't find the croissant. Here's a croissant and coffee. Look at that. Or here's a coffee cup. I'm just like, oh my goodness. There you go. There you go. So I just thought that was so cute. It's 5:08 tonight here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Very good. Did you buy anything from Candy last night? Nope. I was really good and I went to sleep. Uh uh Jeanette, but Jeanette did buy something. Jeanette went big time. She went big time. You hope you're saving them pennies, Jeanette. Hope you're saving them pennies. But I wanted to look at the charms and stuff, but she does the charms at the end of the night, and I was asleep by then. So here is a chain thing. Because this I'm blaming on Melissa, Simply Lady M. She's been using these a lot. Delene uses these too a lot. So these kind of things on her bags. So I bought that. It's like it's plastic. It's not metal. It's plastic, but it's just it's not. I mean, if you look at it, you might think that it's shells, but it's really kind of like teardrops kind of stuff. Teardrops. So I tell you, why do you think I bought two LVs? Oh my goodness. And for all of y'all who watched my last video, thank you so much. It's hitting 400 and some them. Nope, you didn't buy that bag after all, Jeanette. Did you back out? Okay, this one, because these things are. Did y'all know this is a thing, y'all? Okay, okay, so this I can use, or you can use the heart to hang it from, either way. But this thing, like things that look like room keys, what does this say? Limited edition aqua gem, 25. I don't know, whatever that's supposed to be. But the shape is what that looks like an old-fashioned room key. Here is a horseshoe. Here is little glasses. I mean, go through your um craft stuff or your kids craft stuff. You can make all of this stuff. I'm like, I bought all this stuff. I'm thinking I have all this in my craft area, but now that we've been cleaning, I'm able to get my craft thing, and I'm like, I'm saving those. I'm making my charms. And here's a golf club and a golf ball. My hubs used to play golf with his dad. you know, they're not richy or anything like that, you know, but my father-in-law used to love to play golf. He used to love to play golf. And uh-oh, what's this? What is this, y'all? What is this? We got a bag. Well, not a bag, but you know, one of these. Meaning I'm not. Meaning you're not saving your pennies. Oh, it's a bag in a bag. It's a bag in a bag. What do I have here? I have no idea. Oh, I do have something from eBay. I'll take a little break from the charms. It's still a charm, but it's a Coach charm. I'm gonna open it up for y'all just after this. Oh wow! Why this isn't a bag, I don't know, but this is cute. Okay. Uh Tennis ball. I don't. Oh, because our dogs chew tennis balls. But this is why I got it. It's a croc. It's a croc. Kim, you gotta bling my baby croc. Look at this. There's just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. This is just like the best. Okay, let me take a break here, right here. Is this it? No, this isn't it. Where is it? Well, I'm gonna open it anyway. I don't know if it's the thing that I wanted to. Nope. Oh, here it is. Haha, here it is. Yeah. I tell you, I have so much stuff because I haven't unboxed really anything. I have so much stuff. So I had been eyeing this. Why Dee Dee Bean didn't buy it on Coach when it went on sale, I don't know. Um, I had bought it and I thought, oh, this would be a great gift for the hometown BFF. You know, for her birthday or something. But I never did. So then what did I pay for it? So yeah, so I paid 59, which wasn't bad. So they must have bought it on sale when it was on sale because it wasn't the regular price. But look, I'm not going to open it all the way. It's the lime green Nolita. Isn't that cute, y'all? Isn't that cute? Simply Lady M says, I'm a golfer. Jennifer Ashfield says, charms for every person and every occasion. Exactly. Jeanette says, I got the Damier Bean with the pink inside. She got a Neverfull, Damier Bean Neverfull from Candy Sweet Love for LV on Instagram. She's on YouTube too, but she bought it off of Instagram. But isn't that cute? So I'm going to pay her in this. I'm going to pay her in this next time. Well, if she wants it, if she wants it. Green's her favorite color. She'll want it. Okay, so this, I'll wrap this up. So there, you did get a Coach charm. You did get a Coach charm. Okay, see, I've got a mess now again here in my trash can. Oh, none of those made it in the trash, y'all. None of those made it to the trash. Okay, we're gonna be here for like another 2 hours. Y'all have any questions? I'm trying to think what else I could catch y'all up on. I think pretty much caught y'all up on everything. I'm just trying to stay good and positive over here. And when my health is okay, then oh, this is cute. Yes, now I am selling some of my other bags. Jeanette, there you go. See? You discovered bag creep. She discovered bag creep and now she's got to pay up. She's going to sell some bags. So here's grapes. Just some grapes for the summer. For the summer. These are like glass beads. These are glass beads. So I'm going to put it back in the little baggie. Put it in the little baggie. I don't even think we've scratched the surface, y'all. Look, there's my inventory. There's my inventory. Oh, another inventory. 1, 2. How many more we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16 more, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm crazy. I am cray cray. I am cray cray. Okay, this one right here, though, I'm not going to open. This is like that chain, like this chain. So I think I got two in case it doesn't fit on one bag. I can connect them together. So I got two of those. Those grapes are so cute. Hi, Lucinda. Welcome in. Welcome in, Lucinda. I'm glad to see you. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your son is well. Um, you'll see Lucinda's little different character because she's also in in my membership. So she knows all the drama that's been going on, and she's caught up with the membership stuff with all of the thingies. Oh, I did find one. Okay, but this wasn't very cute, but it's a croissant. I did find they had a croissant. So here's a croissant, but it's really pretty color. Here are some like squares. What is this down here? Oh, this is a little doggy. It's a little doggy like a what are those British dogs the queen used to have? Your corgi, a corgi, and then your rope. And oh, the rope has my initial Bean, B for Bean. Cool. Cool. Like that. I like that. And Dee Dee, holy smokes, I tell you. Dee Dee jumps into the deep end and she just keeps going. But you know, some of these were $1. As you add more to the cart, some of them like would go down to 50 cents. Some were like 2 for 50 cents. And I'm like, okay, this one's a pretty hardy one. This one's pretty hardy. It's metal, it's a pretzel, but it's pretty substantial, like heavy, the pretzel and the hardware. So that's cute. That's cute. I don't want that one to get scratched. Okay, now, y'all, I don't know because she forgets what she buys. You know, when you're sick, I've talked to you about this before. I may be sick, too sick to unbox stuff, too sick to record, but I'm not too sick to go. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, swipe, swipe. But, oh, something came out. Let me see. This one. Okay, this one right here. I I also bought one just like it on Amazon. And I think I did it because I wanted to compare. But look, y'all. Oh, it's a bag in a bag. Um, holy smokes. Lucinda says, too cute. Where did you buy these? From Shein. From Shein. Jeanette, I'm back. Yay. So I wanted to get it, y'all. Pun intended. I wanted to compare the pair from Shein to Amazon. This one I bought for like it was probably $3 or something. The one on Amazon, I think it's going to be bigger. It came, but I have no idea where it's at right now. No idea. It's in here somewhere. But this is really substantial as well too, like that pretzel. But isn't it pretty? Look how it sparkles. I'm like, I love my Coach charms, but sometimes I just can't pay the $95. No, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I almost, y'all, paid the $95 for that strawberry, but Nene, my essay, he never came. He showed me the charm before everybody, you know, before it went out. He got it the day before, and they were able to sell them. And so I said, okay. I said, how much is it? Crickets. Never heard from him. I said, that's okay. It saves me $100 and something dollars. It saves me $100 and something dollars. You bought that one too? The pair from Walmart. I mean, from Walmart. From Amazon or from Coach? The poorest. Oops, pear. You bought the pear? Oh, the poorest. Here is a heart because I collect hearts. What don't I collect? I know y'all say that. Here's a heart. And then this also too for those of you who are don't like charms because they'll mess up your bags. You turn, feed this through and then you go like this and it clicks onto your bag. And this one is just PU. PU. So that's not a big deal. I have a mess. I have a mess. So this one's colorful. I wonder what this one is. So they just have all kind of mess stuff. Oh, I know why I bought this one. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why I bought this one. Because I'm crazy, y'all. It was probably one of those that were a couple of dollars. So it has a lock and a key, and it has glue and some shells and a rope. Oh, here it is. This is where it hangs like this. You know, I need to go in a charm business and sell some. I can make this crap. I can make this crap. I used to with my daughter for Girl Scouts. We got badges for making these stuff. I need to go find some of my old stuff. My old stuff. And then Shein. Now, okay. Okay, we all know the everything's made in China. Like if you didn't know things were made in China and you had a problem with that, like hello. But now we know that our big stuff is not our fancy stuff is not made in China. Y'all have to don't believe everything you watch on TikTok or YouTube. Lucinda says, I bought a bunch of charms from Shein too. 4 Coach charms equals a bag. Exactly. So I'll save my money for the bag. Thank you. Kim says, you are like, why? I was like, why? Why? Okay. Now Confessions of a YouTube handbag lover, charm lover, collector, lover, hoarder, over shopper. I can in a second pay $95 for like a Nolita charm or for one of these charms or a cherry charm. If it's a charm that really has my heart, I can buy it like that for $95. Okay. But can I buy a bag for $95 like that? No. I can buy it now if it's a mini bag, like a mini bag. Sure, I'll buy that sucker for $95 really quick. Won't even think twice about it. But if it's a big size bag, I'm like, ooh, you want $50 for that? I don't think so. I'll offer you 30. She's crazy. She is crazy. But look, y'all. Okay, this came from Shein, or did it come from Shein? Did I stick it in? Yeah, it did come from Shein. All right. So y'all be careful when you're shopping on eBay. Because this says Coach on it, but it wasn't Shein. And it's heavy like a Coach charm. But look right here, y'all. It says Coach. Okay, but it came from Shein. It's pretty, and it feels like my bear charms that I bought from Coach. So y'all just be careful out there. I'm making sure that I throw a Coach charm in there. No, okay, yeah, no. So I didn't realize it said Coach on it though. When I bought it, I thought it just had the tag. Be careful. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It may be the same quality or whatever, but it's not a Coach charm. Jeanette says, I paid over on Candy's Live last night. LOL. Yes, you're not alone. I'm guilty too. Kim says she's guilty. I 2 payments of over $1,000. Girl, well, you should enjoy that. You should enjoy that because who has a Neverfull says they really like a Neverfull. It's if the Neverfull had a zipper, I might be tempted, but I need a zipper. I also bought these. I normally buy these on Amazon, but these were cheaper, and since I was making a thingy, so just a little extra hooks to I'll use them as a chain extender or can put charms on it or whatever. But these are super easy. So when I need just like a half an inch um, difference on a strap, then I'll use these and something like that. But these are actually not as significant as the ones I buy from Amazon. These feel cheap. The ones on Amazon really don't feel cheap. Marilla, hello. Congrats on your purchases, Jeanette. Yes, ma'am. Congrats, Jeanette. It took her a while to say dibs. Dibs. Jeanette says she's in Canada and the dollar needed to be converted. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm always worried about that. Okay, y'all. So this one is similar to the other one, but it's different. It's similar, but it's different. Okay, so it's got the chocolate bar, but it's got the bagel, y'all. It's got a bagel instead of the other one have a croissant. And then it has the ropes and this. It's got a slinky thing. Where you used to put your these were the old fashioned lanyards, and then the ropes, and then it's got the little hooks here somewhere. It's got the hook somewhere. Oh, that's not a good spot. The hook's over here. So you got to be careful. Cute. This is cute. Cute, cute. Okay. I think we're almost done. We only have a few more left. We have a few more left. And this is why Dee Dee overdoes it after a live. It's a lot. I'm gonna go take a nap. See, and this is a problem, okay? It's Friday night. I'm gonna go take a nap. The hubs is napping right now. By the time I go lay down and take a nap, he's gonna be wide awake and he's gonna want to be up and he's gonna want dinner. And I gotta order DoorDash. And I'm like, because I did cook, y'all. I cooked on Tuesday or Wednesday. Lasagna. Don't fool yourselves. It was frozen lasagna. I popped it in the oven. Sometimes I can't even do that though, y'all. So here is it's like a ghost, y'all. Isn't that cute? It's a ghost on a cloud. That's cute. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. I went a little chocolate crazy, y'all. Yeah. Oh, so here's another pretzel one. Okay, so I have two of these. Maybe I was thinking about giving these as gifts or something. So here's another dash hound, but it's a different color. Can I find the other one? This one's a leather one with the chocolate. With the chocolate. So, ta-da! And here's a little chocolate brown dash hound. And I guess too, this is the other thing I was thinking is like this was probably $3. But Dee Dee, okay, the frugal side of me says, well, this can be a charm. I can turn this into its own single charm. I don't have to use the whole thing. I can take it off, and this can be a charm. This can be its own charm. Chocolate bar can be its own charm. This can be its own charm. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 charms here for like $3. Okay. Bargain hunter. Bargain hunter, or is she crazy? She's just crazy, right? Okay. This one is really cute. I think I bought this one. I bought this one to go, these two to go on the cruise. Oh no, it's broken. It came undone. I'll have to fix it. No big deal. Because see what I was telling you, then the heart, it got pushed in the bag and it came undone. But okay. So here we go. It's the 8-ball. Because I'm crazy. And this right here is because everybody except for me, I don't gamble when we go on the cruise because it makes me nervous. I'd rather spend my money in the gift shop and get something. I'd rather get something. But look, it's a little change machine and it turns. See, look at that. Jackpot. Double sevens. Let's see. Woohoo! What do we get there? Oh yes, that's a winner, y'all. That's a winner. That's a winner. And then also too, I got these because I was thinking I could put that together with these and the dice and this together, and I can make gambling for the cruise. See, even though I don't gamble, everybody else does. Ta-da! She's crazy. She's cray cray. And this is the last thing, y'all, I think. So I have I have one, two donut charms left. And if you would like me to mail you a donut charm and you're in this live and you've been here, the first 2 people that put in the symbol donut, you can get a charm. Oh, these are so cute. They're ornaments. I didn't know there was 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. These are cute. They're ornaments that I thought I could turn into charms, but I guess I didn't realize that if you're in the US, sorry, Janet. Sorry, Jeanette. What is he? Does Louis charge taxes on our purchases? Morella says, Jeanette, if you like it, it's worth it. The most important thing is to love and enjoy it. Exactly. So here it comes with this little string, and they're so cute. Ain't it cute? So I didn't realize that there was 4 of them. I thought it was just one. Cute. I like that. I like that. Got to go pick up my kiddos. Bye, everyone. Great live. Thank you, Kim. I'm getting ready to wrap up anyway. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much. Don't forget to watch my double LV unboxing on, I believe I think I'm gonna do it Sunday, and I'll probably release it Sunday morning. So the modern box came from Fashion File, and the other one came from, you'll have to find out in my video, and you'll have to find out what they are. What they are. Bye, Jeanette. I greatly appreciate it. I do have a Junie and Burke, the April bag of the month. I think it's set to go out tonight, and that'll go out tonight. We are on vacation, but it's going to be a staycation starting August. What month are we in? May the 9th through the 18th. So I will be out of pocket. We're going to be home, but we're going to be doing a lot of home activities and stuff. So I will have content going up, not as much as I normally have, but I do have content to go up. But I probably won't be just know that I'll get back to my chats and my texts and all that as I can. Jennifer Ashfield, peace. Morella says, thanks. Bye, Dee Dee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate all of y'all who were here for my 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much for supporting me this long, Bean Beauties. I greatly appreciate it. Um, if you have um, a viewer request you'd like me to do, put it down in the comment box, not in the chats. Go back to the video and put it in there. If you have a tag that you have remembered from the past, or if you're a content creator and you tag me, I do have those all saved in a folder. Hopefully I can find them all. But if you have a tag that you want me to work on, put that in the comment box, because Dee Dee spent too much. She still has a baby that she's got to get out of fashion file jail, and she's experienced bad creep, and life creep. So I'm gonna try really hard to work on those and incorporate those. I have Fresh Fridays coming up every other Fridays, I think is when I've been doing those. And then every other Friday, I do either what's in my bag or I do an unboxing. But don't you worry, I still have probably about 15, 20 boxes of bags that I have purchased that I have not unboxed or videoed yet, aside from the big ones. So don't you worry. I'm not going to let you down. I'm still an unboxing channel. Alrighty, Bean Beauties. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all the support. Pat yourself on the back for being along on the ride for me. And thank you if you're new to my channel. I thank you very much for coming over and finding interest in the channel. If you found any kind of value in today's, please hit the thumb up in today's live, as well as if you're on the replay. If you're a replay beauty, please hit that thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because you know what, you heard it here first. I want to hit 2,000 by the summertime. You think we can do it? Let's see, because you know Dee Dee's crazy. She likes to set these crazy goals. All right, Bean Beauties, love y'all. Bye bye. All right, let me pull this up so I don't flash anybody.